All right, Brother Baldhead. Now
Yes,
we
sir.
talk about you hosting and the riddles and all of that good stuff.
No, it wasn't riddles. I was hosting variety shows. A couple variety shows I hosted.
Yeah.
And the strippers. There was this one particular club in Chicago called The Taste. And that's where I did a lot of hosting. But I got my start. The first time I ever touched the stage was this club called the Malibu. It was a little.
Was that with Uncle Real?
No, I didn't even know them. I didn't even know him then.
Yeah, when I first met Uncle Real, that nigga was dancing on top of a Lexus like Keith Merritt with some hard bottom shoes on.
Yeah, that's me.
With comedian Baldhead Phillips, and he was telling us about he used to be a scripper before he hosted for the Scrippers. Baldhead leading.
Yeah, so I used to, host and stuff, and it was more so insulting, talking crazy, keeping everybody hyped, because it was the easiest work, because I didn't have to do nothing, because they was out there, females or males, and this was before the stripper pole.
Yeah.
So it was a whole different thing. They used to come up with their costumes and their little sounds, their little theme music and all that, and do their thing, and I was just like, hey, come to the stage, get it wet.
That was your professional voice, wasn't it?
That was my, yeah.
Come to the stage.
But then when it was like one part of the time, I would be on the side of the stage and they would be performing with the males. But the females, I used to be right there like, hey, give it up for Princess and Seduction, yeah. Look at that fat thing. And, man, it was crazy.
But most black scrippers have names after drinks. Alizé,
And cars and
Moet, Hennessy.
I used to be, it was this one chick, she was a stripper, but she was kind of big. I can't remember her name, but I was like, you ought to change your name. She's like, what you think I should change? Buick.
Damn.
Big body mother.
Bowl of gravy. Give it up for bowl of gravy. Spilling everywhere.
It was a adventure, but I didn't really realize about getting serious about everything till I got locked up, because I was doing the comedy a little bit. Even when I went and ventured off and moved to Minnesota, I was still doing a little bit. I was in the streets more. And hence the first conversation I had, my auntie worked at a place called Doc's. It's a fish place. And she said, it's a guy that working there that's doing comedy. He's kind of good. I need you to come talk to him. So one day when I was out the street running, I wanted to get me, it's a sandwich called Fish Wish. It was 2 fish fillets and some cheese and this special sauce. I went in there to get one for my auntie because I knew I had to pay for it. And she said the dude was there. So he came out the back, he was talking to me, he said, man, hey man, make sure you want to do comedy, man. You can't keep doing what you're doing out there in the street. You can't straddle the fence. You got to choose your stuff. Man, it was Bernie Mac.
Damn, you talking to Big Mac the whole time?
Talking to Bernie Mac. And at the time, we didn't know how big he was going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it was like after that, I seen him like 3 or 4 more times, because he was a regular dude. I seen him coming out of a grocery store called Food Basket one time, and I was like, what up, Bernie? What up? He said, hey, what's up, man? What up? Remember what I told you?
Man, you got to meet Bernie Mac. He Christian you to the game.
Yeah,
United you into this joint. You
Gave me some real advice for this. You got to think about it. At the time, this was before he had went on
Def Jam
or anything. He was hosting at this club in Chicago called the Cotton Club. But it was like a regular, it was a Sunday night, but everybody used to be there. Jordan, Scottie Pippen.
That's that joint I probably saw in this documentary, because he had like a Vegas show in Chicago, if I'm correct.
And no, I think that might be the McVickers, but either way, his shows was known to draw people. He had his own following for a lot of dudes did. And again, I seen him again when I did this contest called the Miller Genuine Draft. And this is when I always knew how to signify and roast or Joan, different places they say. And so I roasted every one of the judges. He laughed and said, they ain't gonna call you, right?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna call your ass. You can talk about everybody. And so, with that, I didn't get the call. Flash forward, I get locked up in Minnesota. I'm looking at Def Jam. Who pop up on Def Jam? Bernie.
And he ripped that one.
And that was the time when he had the stone wash on the pants and all of that.
His face on his pants.
Face on his
I ain't
pants.
scared of you, motherfucker.
Man, he tore it up.
The
And
nigga before him bombed. That's why he had to come out there and say that.
Yeah, he did it.
I love when a nigga bomb before me. It does something to my spirit.
I love when a nigga bomb.
Yeah, I love when a nigga quit. That's what the fuck I love. Get the fuck out the way, wasting
You
people's
in the way.
goddamn time.
You are in the way. The reason I say I love when nigga bomb is it be comments that I know are funny, but they might not have the right particular time to say what they saying. Might be in front of the wrong crowd, and the look on their face. It just be funny to me.
Oh man, that shit give you character right there, boy. You handle that bomb, and that's the longest time in your life. Everything slow down within that minute of bomb.
Hey, the worst bomb that you could have is if you riding with all the other comics and they did good, and y'all driving in a car together.
One nigga drunk, one nigga high, one nigga sober.
And one nigga wants to commit suicide.
Yeah.
The one that bombed.
So he normally the quietest, so he try to go to sleep.
Now be quiet back there. You wasn't quiet on stage with that bullshit.
Wake his ass up.
Yeah.
That right there, boy. Them bombing. Woo.
But I had went through a lot of things to build. Like it says in your book, I had to find myself. I had to find myself on stage. I always knew how to tell stories. It was the fact that I didn't know that's what it was to do. And then I had another person that wasn't a comedian, uncle of mine. He said, man, why don't you get up there and tell them story? He said, man, you was around your grandfather and all his friends. You was around all the guys. And they always told stories. They always either lied or they always did something funny and it was what it was. And then when I started telling stories, things that I knew about, things about me, opening up, everything started coinciding. Everything that I coincided with went the right way.
Yeah. You knock down some time if you're a storyteller, because there's some comedians with quick wit that go and they got to be funny for a long time. You know, when you tell a good story, people into like time flies. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you shot any specials?
Man, I was taping my own DVDs before a lot of dudes was. I had did 8 DVDs, man.
DVD was a great hustle.
And then I was, you was selling them, cause that same uncle that told me about doing stories, I was like, man, that little money that you get really ain't enough money. And he said, well, why don't you sell something?
Yeah, you got a merchandise in this shit.
And he's like, Richard Pryor them had albums and stuff. They said, but you put your stuff on a DVD or CD. And then I went from CDs to DVDs.
Yeah.
When I got a DVD game, it was over.
Yeah, that's how you make money.
I was making more money with my DVDs than I was getting paid.
Oh yeah, because the one thing about it is they penny pitch on the chitlin circuit. They penny pitch the hell out you. I remember when $25 was a lot when I was in college. I used to go buy me a meal for the week. Tyler Craig was the first dude to bring me on stage and pay me and told me keep coming back. If he would have told me quit after my first night of comedy, I would have quit. But Tyler Craig was like, hey man, these people ain't paid shit to be in here. Keep coming back, man.
Rest in peace.
I wasn't even old enough to be in the club. I had a fake ass ID as soon as I got here.
Rest in peace to one of the great dudes. There is nobody that I know that knew Tyler that didn't say he taught them something. Taught them something. And always was talking to you like, hey man, what is you doing?
That nigga read every day.
Man, read all the time. He telling me about all these books, and then at the time when he was alive, I'm like, Tyler, I'm not gonna be running around trying to. I would see them books periodically, different places.
You just planted the seed.
Yeah, planting the seed.
Yeah, I miss that brother, man. Great brother in the game.
Yeah, we lost a lot of.
Yeah, we lost a lot of people. Shit. And, damn, they still dying. Rest in peace to Wanda Smith.
Yeah,
we just
rest in
recently
peace.
lost Wanda Smith. Her funeral coming up soon. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, the ones that hurted me probably the most was Marcus Combs and Tyler.
Marcus Combs was like, that was left field. Like,
right. We didn't even. He had came to my housewarming. Loved my wife. Loved his wife. We just was that tight. You know what I'm saying? And it was so crazy. I was in California. Before I left, he cussed me out. Because he said, you bullshit, man. You got a lot of stuff. You got all these ideas and you ain't doing it. I'm in the car across the street from my crib. And I'm like, man, all right, well, listen. I'm finna go to California and be down there because my man Ray Grady had a birthday thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm be down there for a week. Come back, we gonna do what we gotta do. I think the third or fourth day, I was in Cali. And I was high. It took me an edible. I woke up high, we got a comedian chat. I'm looking at the chat and somebody said something about, man, that's crazy, Marcus Combs gone. Ooh, I can't see.
Yeah, this ain't right.
I had to call him. Hey man, what is they talking about? Oh man, you ain't heard. Heard what? Man, Marcus passed. Ooh. I just lost it.
Yeah.
Lost it. Because I'm like, see, I knew him before comedy. He knew me before comedy.
Yeah, he had another name. I forget what's that name?
Tootsie.
Tootsie, yeah.
Tootsie, that was the street name, Tootsie. And we when I left and got locked up, he wasn't doing comedy when I came out. One of the guys, John said, you know Tootsie doing comedy. I said, nigga, when I left, that nigga was doing tattoos and fucking people's arm up and shit. He said, man, nigga doing comedy. And he good. He good.
Ain't nothing worse than when you got a fucked up tattoo. I had to
Hey,
get my
boy,
shit
boy,
tatted over a couple of times, bro.
That nigga was
That
horrible.
nigga, boy.
It was horrible.
All them hours. I'm talking about that shit ain't look nothing like the paper.
You tell the motherfucker do a picture, they draw a picture of Papa Smurf. Nigga, what's that?
That nigga done freehand that shit.
Yeah, but he was very talented. He could cook. He was a cook.
He cooked his ass off. He
Man.
showed me some food on the ground. And he was like, "Yeah, I be doing it like that." I was like, he is multi-talented, like crazy, like
Multi-talented.
you know what I'm saying. So like,
But that make you those things when you not thinking in comedy that somebody can pass. You know everybody gotta go.
yeah.
But when you sit up and you look at it like somebody that was that close to you, it make you think about your career of, I have to get my things in order.
get it in order.
I got to get them in order.
Yeah, we die pieces out this motherfucker. Like everything don't be connected. Like lights will be turned off the next day when we fucking die. Like shit. Like
And
I'm
we
putting something on it.
Stressed out about certain things, and then you looking
That
like,
cash
man,
app ain't come through. That's what the fuck.
man, that one of them things about comedy, man. He said, if y'all ain't get your money, what Dawg say? Whatever you do, get the money. No matter what, get the money.
Get the money first.
Yeah, get the money first.
He did independent and blew
Because
up.
you cannot tell the gas company, well, they didn't give me my deposit yet, or they ain't shafted me. And that's when you get to a certain part of the game. But I don't never tell nobody that your dues is not getting paid.
Yeah.
You gonna know when you supposed to start getting paid.
Yeah.
If you're not delusional, it's a lot of delusional niggas.
Yeah. Them niggas don't know when to quit or get out the game. The game ain't for you. The game done changed and it done lapped you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some of them niggas, like if you go look at some of them niggas from the Def Jam days and like the niggas that didn't blow up, and a lot of niggas be bitter off another nigga career, but that nigga path ain't your path. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of them niggas go into depression and shit. Well, shit, that leads up to your shit. Comedy over depression.
Yeah.
A lot of comedians be depressed, and some of them don't have an outlet because you can't.
Comics be more depressed. I think only entertainment entity that's depressing more than actual comedians are poets.
Poets worse than us?
Yeah. Man, did you ever heard a poet?
Nah, you gonna make me look.
When the
into-
leaves go down and my life is fearing, I don't know what I be hearing.
The sound of the devil is here.
Yeah, but I mean,
Damn.
with me,
I thought it would be strippers.
what, no, I think they be talking about, you ever hear somebody say strippers got low self-esteem? I don't think they got low self-esteem. They get naked in front of everybody.
Yeah, if you had low self-esteem, you wouldn't get naked.
Man, then some of them body don't be right. They be out there, be
Yeah.
shaped like me,
They got-
popping and locking.
You gotta do something else to trick you to keep your mind off their flaw.
Yeah, they gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
And then they throw the glitter on. I don't know what it is about glitter, but glitter is amazing until it get on your face and your woman see it.
You damn right. You go home. She said, "Where you been?" I was out with the fellas and shit.
Don't even know he glistening.
Yeah, that shit just every time you turn, there's a little sparkle. You can get
Side
in
note,
the shower.
side note for everybody on here that you be around some strippers and you get some glitter on you. The way you can get glitter off quick, Vaseline and a credit card. Scrape it off. Don't ask me how I know. Just know I know.
Hey, that glitter be all in your wash rag in the morning. God damn.
But to be a comedian and the depression thing, where it hit me at was I had an older brother that was a comedian. His name is Floyd J. Phillips. Amazing writer. I always say he was writing in the realm of Dave Chappelle, even when Dave Chappelle was younger. He passed. And me and him was real tight. We had a camaraderie. We had a competition shit between us. He did more white rooms than I did. But we got together and we found out we both could do those rooms. I could do white, he could do black. Comedy was comedy. You know what I'm saying? It was
ain't really no color to it.
Right.
We put a color on it, and our career in black.
But I have, the way I came up when it come to my humor, Monty Python Flying Circus, Second City TV, Saturday Night Live, Benny Hill, Doctor Who. Between Saturday and Sunday, if I didn't do what I was supposed to do with my grandparents or chores and all that, I couldn't watch those things. And that hurt me worse. Hey, whoop me. I needed to laugh.
Benny Hill was soft porn.
Oh my God. Benny Hill was stupid, and it was so crazy because it was British comedy, but it was a lot of things. So I already knew how to, and I learned from that to make funny for everybody.
Yeah.
But in the course of doing, you learn a lot. You learn a lot, and like I said in the back, when we go back to the book, you got to find yourself on that stage. Comedians be asking all the time, other comedians, older, man, what I got to do? Man, you got to find yourself, and I can't tell you how to do it. But what I can tell you is keep getting up there.
Yeah, it'll work itself out.
But don't be delusional and think you killing it when you not. Because I've been seeing people come up off Cat's Cafe, when there one night and a comedian come off stage, and I'm gonna tell every comedian, don't ask me. Don't ask me. If I come to you, I'm gonna tell, hey man, you killed it.
I hate that.
Just go on about your business out there. Don't get to ask me. But when this dude,
how you think I did? How you think you did?
No, this dude said, well, you see, I just killed it. I said, 10 people left. You were the first person. They didn't have confidence to wait for nobody else. 10 people ain't got nowhere to go. And they wasn't, it was at different tables. You horrible. Then you get mad at me. You came over here giving me this garbage conversation, acting like you all that.
You just sent that man into depression, bro.
I don't care. I want to set him on fire.
I love this game.
But I know being a realist and being real, and the hazing that you was talking about, it ain't there no more.
Yeah, that's
that hazing kept a lot of people in check.
Yeah, you know where you stand. You know when you're opening act. You know when you're a feature. You know when you're a head.
And if one thing you did, it made you know that when this dude that just said you was garbage was in that crowd again, you gonna go hard. You gonna go hard because you know he gonna. Let me see what this nigga finna do. He ain't finna do
I think they need to bring the boo back, man.
Man, the boo shouldn't have never. I think it was worse than the boo.
What?
I came up with this. Stare at him.
Oh, that hurt.
Cause one dude in the audience told me, he said, man, you killed it, man. He said, but your boy, he turned everybody into mannequins.
Damn. I
don't give a damn. It's two things you ain't gonna make laugh. A mannequin and a tombstone. If you do that, just keep on going, please. Don't do it. But I love comedy so much that it's the thing that made me not depressed at the time when I was on stage. My brother passed, and when my brother passed, it hurt me to the core because the personal conversations and talks that I had, even though we talk shit with each other, I can't have them no more. I got to go back in my mind and have the same conversation over and over again with him because he's not here. And then after his funeral, I came back home to Chicago, and the street shit and the gang violence, within a week, I lost 25 people. That added on to my depression. And the only time I wasn't looking sad, and one of my buddies told me, I didn't even know I was depressed. One of my boys, he's my official DJ Dan Tanner. He say, man, what's wrong with you, man? Why you be looking like this? He been knowing me forever. I said, I don't know, man. I got a lot of shit on my mind. He said, man, you around there looking depressed. I said, nigga, I'm a gangster. I don't be depressed. Gangsters don't get... He said, you ever watch a gangster movie? And they be sitting there and that little music come on and he said, nigga, that's their depression.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, damn. Went online, got to Googling symptoms of depression. A lot of stuff came up. That's why a lot of people don't know. There are a lot of things that go with depression.
Mm.
Some people might not be bathing. They might not be grooming themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Sign of depression. Mine was, I get cornered off and I just get into thinking mode. So what I did was, I put myself in the mental space. I got 3 to 4 days to clear my mind of whatever's going on.
Mm.
You know, the worst depression now is financial situations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta look at what's going on in your life now opposed to what was going on in your life then. And you might know where to fight it from, but
one thing I learned about that financial situation, watching my grandma come up, you gotta put a little something on it. Keep the lights on. Put a little something on it.
Yeah.
Might not be able to do it all, but do a little something.
put a little something
A
on.
little something help. You know what I'm saying? They'll look at it like he tried and keep the lights on for, you know, or
So what I did was, I was talking to another friend of mine, and I was like, man, you know, only time I'm really happy now is when I'm on stage, talking crazy, talk shit, or making people laugh. And I was like, man, I said, man, comedy's a stronghold for me, and it helps me fight my depression. And that's when I came up with comedy over depression.
yeah.
And so, you know, I put it out there, packaged it, LLC'd it, and all of that, and it's one of the best things going because a lot of people are familiar with it. And I talk about different factors of depression and mental health.
You ever tried motivational speaking?
I did it too. I was doing it for a while to kids, as far as kids going out to high school, like kids being in 7th, 8th grade, and you finna go to this next chapter of your life. Because a lot of people don't know, until you grown, you realize how high school affected you. Now think about what's going on now with social media and Facebook. You have more reunions and stuff because that brought people together.
Yeah, Facebook really brought a lot of us back together.
Yeah, and you start seeing stuff and you be like, man, I ain't know you was how you. I went to just prime example, me and my best friend, comedian Marlon Mitchell, the one who really got me started doing comedy, him and Deonco, but Marlon went to the same high school. We saw these 2 girls. It was a big picnic. We saw these 2 girls that was fine as hell when we was in high school. Woo! Boy, they looked like they was eating crack the whole time since we met. I said, what? I didn't know who one of them was. Marlon was like, man, you don't know who that is? That's so-and-so. I said, fine ass big boy. Yeah. I said, what happened? He said, man, you know what happened. He gonna throw it up to my, that shit you used to be selling.
Swallowing a fool.
But it's a lot of things that make you look at, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
When you think you messed up, just walk down the street. You gonna run into about 4 motherfuckers that ain't good.
I take a walk out here sometimes, bro.
You ain't gotta do them stand in front of the door out here.
Yeah. Or you can walk down this way, Skid Row, right up there, up the block.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about it's a
They
lot.
sell the best soap in that lot up there. The liquor store lot.
Yeah, this is a black mecca, but they brought it down over the years. Now they're building back up. It's getting gentrified. I'll show you a private school. You be like, this was back here? Yep. And then all the way down this whole block, it's like, it's crazy. A lot of nice high-end restaurants and stuff like that.
But that's in every city, man.
Yeah.
Every city you'll drive, you'll see the beautiful, then you see the ratchet, then you see the ghetto, then you see, you know what? We gotta get the fuck away from around here. These niggas is woke.
And once they brought that damn Mercedes-Benz Stadium, everything back here, they buying up.
Every time you go to a city and it's a stadium, around the stadium is screwed up. Like in Chicago, the Bull Stadium is by the west side. All of that was looking like trash. Now it's all coming up.
Yeah.
It's going off, it's echoing, it's going towards the west side. But you ain't lying.
I don't understand how they be cleaning up all them homeless people. Like they be really round there and down there, and like after a while you don't see them no more.
Well, when the things that they used to is gone, where they gonna go?
I thought they started putting spikes in the ground and come up at a certain part of the time night. Like,
Man, you stupid. Stupid.
get out of here!
Get out of here.
I know they started putting rocks under the bridge. They couldn't leave there.
Because one thing about homeless people, if they somewhere and they gonna tell me they gonna lock them up for loitering, boy, lock me up.
Oh, yeah.
I got some restaurants you finna take me to.
Yeah.
They gonna serve me.
3 hots in the cot. What they
3 hots
call
in
it,
the cot, baby.
Yeah, and let me take it to this. Like I heard you mention a lot of good names. You know what I'm saying? You was talking about Dion Cole when you mentioned him. He got a lot of Netflix specials out. You came up around a lot of great brothers out of Chi-Town. I remember sitting in the back of Comic View at the Atrium. It was New York cats. It was Atlanta, Cali, and Chicago. Chicago dominated. I remember Jeff B.
Oh, that's
in
my
the
man.
back.
First dude to take me on the road.
Jeff B. Then now he got that black leather hairdo. I see him. He looked very star-studded when he out there. Like
Jeff is
200 years old.
one person that I owe a lot to because he taught me a lot on the road with him, and it's a special camaraderie because I got a son and he had a son that were around the same age. His son was killed, and we used to take them on the road with us and had him in the hotel. Order a couple pizzas with some teenage boys, let them watch TV. It's over with, but that's my man. That's my man, 100 grand.
And you talk about like coming up with Corey Holcomb, Dion Coles, Lil Rel, Michi Hall.
Yeah, Michi Hall, one of the best writers in Chicago.
Wildcat.
Yeah, Michi, Lil Rel, and Wildcat they was the first crew.
Under D-Ray, because I remember when we came to Riddles, each one of them was hosting at something.
Yeah, they was, D-Ray was like their mentor at the time, but them dudes have grown to be everybody else. Michi, one of the best writers that Chicago got, and me and him, we got a love-hate brotherly love. We always arguing, but it's funny because you'll think we don't like it. Somebody on the outside will think we don't like each other, but you go and fuck with them. I'm gonna be on your ass. I ain't finna play by Michi.
Yeah,
but Wildcat's always been real calm, cool, laid back, hilarious.
You know what?
And, Lil Rel always been a outspoken person. He just was in Chicago and he kicked off a thing called What's Funny Comedy Festival, where he came back to Chicago, put this festival out there, and put a lot of comedians out for a whole week, and it was a run in different clubs and different people was out there. It was the first one, and it was beautiful.
You know who introduced me to a lot of y'all? Mark Henderson. When he first came out, his name was
Lil Q, that's my oldest boy. It's my son.
He moved to New York. He never outgrew himself. He just been the same height his whole career. And I remember Lil Q because he had a signature cuff in his pants. Like his cuff be this big over his K-Swiss.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
He funny as a motherfucker too. He can write his ass off.
I am one of the best roasters in Chicago. In my eyes, at one time, Lil Q was the best.
Oh, yeah, probably.
And look, don't curse.
Don't curse. Smart, intelligent.
Man, he told this dude one time. It's a dude that got MS named Ill Will.
Ill Will. What's his name? Talk about him all the time. My homie got that going.
Granville, yeah, Granville. That's him and Granville left and right.
Whatever.
Ill Will tried to roast Mark Henderson. Back then we was calling him Lil Q. Boy, he said, man, your pants so dirty, look like you been saving bases all day. Man, that Mark crazy. But that's my boy.
He ripped that cipher. That's what you call a comedy cipher.
Oh yeah, comedy cipher. He's always been like that. But it's
shout out to Mark Henderson. He's from the VHS from Chicago. We all sat in the house and watched.
Yeah.
There was a lot of cats on there that night. I remember the ones that stood out. And one of them was Marcus Combs. He had that little skateboard joke.
Man.
And we talk about when his uncle first got out of the penitentiary, walking close to the wall.
Everybody
that take it way back.
That knew about Chicago comedy, and it's still names that are relevant in the game. The last dudes that got deals in Hollywood is from Chicago.
Yeah.
You got Dion, you got D-Ray, you got Corey.
That nigga D-Ray had a deal.
You got Craig Robinson. Right,
Craig Robinson,
yeah.
A problem too, yeah.
Very much well a problem.
Hot tub time machine.
But see, let me tell you something. I seen Corey a little. I really never really too much had a lot of interaction with Corey because when I came home, he was leaving. Him and D-Ray was really hitting LA hard.
Yeah.
And then they just was there.
Yeah.
And they was giving out them what was them bonuses they was giving out?
You talk about the
development deals.
The development deal,
Development
also
deals
a holding deal.
that they ain't giving out no more.
Nah,
so the last dudes that got was 4 or 5 that was getting them. But then Lil Rel went, did that movie Get Out, and
through the roof.
they didn't know what it was gonna be. I was watching it on an interview, and it just went through the roof. And ever since then,
Key and Peele, one of them wrote that, right?
Right.
One of them.
And he played his part. But I know from knowing Lil Rel, it was a lot of ad-libbing that made his performance be
Oh yeah, cause
crazy.
They're gonna write bland. You got to spice it up. We were just talking about that being in interviews the other day, even with Nav and them, like, you know what I'm saying, going to interviews and stuff. Like when you go, they got it written, but
Yeah.
to you and the comic head, you got to make it more. You got to bring it.
Yeah,
up.
I did a movie called Black Privilege with a director named Mark Harris.
It's on Tubi.
Is it on Tubi?
People don't understand. They downgrade Tubi, but
Man,
Netflix
Tubi is-
ain't letting you in, my friend.
Tubi is popping to me.
It's for us.
Yeah, it's for us.
It's the new bootleg.
But guess what? And this is a whole nother thing. The Harvey Weinstein and all of that, all the film stuff that they was doing, independent filmmakers better flood everything because the empire is falling. Hollywood is falling.
Yeah.
Diddy, music is falling.
You know?
Independent is the way to go. So
I'm so happy
And if you
it's
on
falling.
Tubi, you getting numbers.
Yeah, I'm tired of niggas keep getting bent over, telling me they got a lower back pain.
They got all the couches was being sold
Those
at an
black couches.
all-time high. Cassie couch.
That's the black cancer couch right there.
Well, I'm not sitting on that motherfucker.
No, I'm just saying, not like that. I'm just saying, you know, that's the particular couch in every room in
Right.
Hollywood.
That renter center couch.
Man.
But yeah, it's a crazy thing because
futon.
now you can shoot your own shot and make your own way, which it should have been anyway, but it had all these scandals that are going around in every facet of the gatekeepers.
In the industry. But when you say shoot your own
Gates is
thing,
kicked
you
off.
was talking about Lorel. Lorel shot a lot of independent projects. And
Yeah.
he was going straight to Netflix with it. And I think when for an independent comedian to get on that level, you got to have a manager, somebody got to talk. It's about relationships, right? And if you ain't rubbing elbows with those, your manager can't call this dude. Like a lot of people, they say run Hollywood, and they run those talent agencies out there in LA. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of relationships. It's one phone call. Hey, we're gonna run this project on Netflix. Great. If you vouch for it, we'll do it.
And I got a guy that I need you to check out.
Yeah, and you screaming on a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level of new devil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because it's like kind of like getting a record deal.
I went to Second City for acting and improv.
I remember Second City was one of the ones that was supposed to got a deal with Laugh-A-Palooza.
Yeah, and that was one of the best places to go. I learned a lot, and it made me hone my skills on stage, right? And when I did that movie, it's called Black Privilege.
Mm-hmm.
I had one scene in it, and what he wrote, it was cool writing, but I said, let's shoot. I said, let's run yours twice.
Mm-hmm.
Then let me run one. And the way I did it, he said, oh my God, the whole staff. We had to shoot my scene 2 or 3 times because I had ad-libbed about what was going on. And actually, Malcolm Banks is in that movie too. He's another director. So all them independent directors, they better put their shit out there.
Utilize the
Utilize
outlets.
this time.
And a lot of people think when they put out a bad movie, they don't have an outlet. Like, well, it's not so much as a bad movie. It's just they hit the ceiling with that movie on that level. But you can put it out on, you know, Tubi is a good outlet. Also, they got another outlet under Tubi and stuff that people don't even know about. And like some black people got outlets like that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a situation where they wanted to bring the other podcast I had over to certain networks and stuff like that. But, you know, everybody's business don't be all the way together. I hate to apply all my energy into something, then it crumble.
That's the only way you gonna find out.
Nigga,
we out here searching, dog.
Nigga, I've been crumbling with a lot of niggas for years. It's time for me to goddamn crumble on my own.
Right. I mean, if you coming independent on your own,
Mm-hmm.
if you went to all those other things, you learn through the failure or the trial and tribulation
Not
to know what's
for
right.
another nigga. I'd rather do it myself, blood, sweat, and tears. I know it's coming out. I know when it's finished editing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to work for the man.
Or this nigga getting an argument in the office and nobody don't finish editing the project. It's still on the table. You never get to see it again. I never want to work with those type of people.
Man, do you know how many movies I did? I had movies where I had long roles.
Yeah,
and they never came out.
Yeah, and you like,
and I don't even know, from me being an actor, I don't know what this director was doing or the executive producer, how they played it.
Diddy probably spilled baby all on it in the meeting. This industry.
I want to say this about that. The Bad Boys of Comedy.
You get on that?
Nope. And I think I know why. He probably seen me and was like, no, that ain't gonna be.
I went all the way to New York.
That ain't gonna be.
I got the behind the scenes of the taping and all the comedians out there kicking it. Smokey Suarez, was on that out there. Tina Graham and Bob something.
Marcus was on there.
Yeah. Marcus got on there too. They switched us last minute with our audition. I never forget that in New York. And then it was just a room full of comedians. It was crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad. I wish I wanted to be on there, but I didn't want to go through none of that.
I wanted to be on there too.
I couldn't go through none of that, man. You and us being comedians.
Dennis Clark me.
Yeah.
That's my dog. Shout out to Dennis Clark.
Dennis is a wild. Dennis is a wild boy.
Yeah, Dennis spoke his mind.
All the time.
Always, yeah.
I hate when I'm in the room with him, but I love when I'm in the room with him because I know Dennis gonna say something like, you know what I'm talking about, Baldhead?
Yeah. Oh, he gonna say it.
Damn, yeah, I know what you talking about. They don't put me in there.
It was a word I want to say, but I know they'll cut the podcast short and probably won't even see this episode. But it's a word that Dennis used that he said blatantly and with all due respect. He said club to club and let you know this word will never go out of style as long as Dennis Clark said.
But the thing of it is Dennis is an old dude like that.
Yeah.
He's an old dude that's gonna talk like that.
Yeah, OG, they supposed to speak their mind. They ain't got much time left. They got more days behind them than they got in front of them.
That's what my great grandfather told me, say what I want to say.
Yeah, say what you want to say.
Who gonna stop me?
Yeah, and you tell them kids, because these kids wrong now.
That's the type of mentality and heart that I got. I'm gonna say what I want to say.
Yeah.
But sometimes with this new sensitive culture.
It's very sensitive, bro. Have you ever read the comments? Anything you put out, you ever read the comments?
Yeah, I put a comment out the other day. They said Lisa Ray is saying that black women could never make it like Kim Kardashian and somebody else with their body count. But they make, I forgot who the other lady was. I said, because black men hold a higher regard to black women.
Mm.
Do you know they was attacking me? They started attacking me on that. Yeah, women. Hey, one woman said, well, y'all need to know how black men need to do this for black men. I looked at the comments. In my mind, I said so much, but I said, I don't want my platform. Because I will cuss. I grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I know how to cuss women out real good.
Yeah, my thing is, bro, them comments, man, is the devil's playground. Mm-hmm. For the first time the other day, I sat up to like 4 in the morning reading comments, and people will go at you like you did something wrong when you coming from funny sense of humor side of things. And I ain't gonna,
you can come with the truth, man. That's the main part.
All I did was in the video was I did a video, and it was a semen colored girl. I don't know if that's a color,
boy,
but she was clear.
Semen color.
And I just got in the video. She did some makeup thing, and then I was like, and I looked in the camera. They was like, "You're a bully. You're a horrible person."
So you didn't even say nothing.
I didn't say nothing.
That's the craziest thing. How you gonna judge me off of a look? Looks are getting killed.
She did this makeup thing. I was like, "What kind of sorcery is this?"
Yeah, because makeup
But she had a loose eyelash too. I didn't even go ham. You had to look at the video. It was like every time you watch it, it's something different.
Makeup is seriously confusing, man.
And you know what they got me for? Because I put Cheeto hands on there. They was like, "Don't make fun of her. That's her hand. Color her
You
hand."
body shaming. But if you say to me, man, you fat, they ain't gonna say nothing. Two men saying they ain't gonna say nothing. But let you say something about a woman, they gonna go in. But let that woman say something about you, they not gonna go in.
I had to go in the comments, right? It's called engagement. So if you got time, throw a like on there or a comment back.
I'm gonna go in there and check yours out. But
You got to.
I told this one lady said something to me in the thing. She said, "That's cap." That's how she started off. I said, "Don't ever disrespect me." I said, "A lot of y'all so slow, y'all don't know that fights was started by somebody saying somebody lying." I love black women, and
Me
they got so much stuff. Like, yeah, I hate black. We don't hate black women.
I don't.
We hate hoes who acting like they black women. That's who we hate. And it ain't hate. I don't like them. I don't like them for what they think that you cannot portray yourself as a woman. Women stand on their own business. Women are not upset if they doing 100% of paying bills and all that, and a man comes in and want to pay 50-50. The 50-50 conversation is an uproar right now. They act like it's a disrespect thing. And they go, and you ain't supposed to do nothing, and you can't even cook. Don't argue with me if you can't cook.
Yeah.
Don't argue with me if you ain't got no side teeth.
But shit,
Don't argue with me if you ain't got your own edges. Don't argue with me.
Yeah,
Leave me alone. But the thing of it is it's so much sensitive stuff.
It's very sensitive, and they call it bullying. But
You gotta write like you say in a comment. You gotta write a comment 3 times, 4 times. You gotta erase it.
you know what I had to tell them people? I said, this lady is beautiful. It's not my judgment. It's just me looking at the makeup. I like natural, beautiful women. I don't have that type of time to sit there and type that to all these people. But it's just like, I came from a comedy perspective. They missed the whole thing. So I got blank, which is, I'm telling you, it's probably up to 100,000 views right now.
I gotta go look at that.
Man, it's bonkers.
I'm just gonna go look. I don't know if I'm gonna say that because I'm gonna go look because I ain't gonna say that because they're gonna attack me too.
Hey, all engagement.
And I'm gonna start putting fire on there.
Hey, it keep it going.
Emojis cracking.
Once I did that, it was another 10,000 views overnight. Or just that comment and back engagement.
But wait a minute, you got the views on your comment or did you post it? You posted up under somebody else's video.
Yeah, I posted on somebody else.
Yeah, that's crazy. I did something like that on a
And
video.
it just went bonkers. Like all day, you'll go on your. The thing is, I'm gonna tell you what it is. Study your analytics for.
Oh yeah,
every time
I
you post
know.
a video. The analytics is crazy. I'm talking about press each and every one of them little points. The video, the content, the source, the how many views, this and that, the short views on it, how many people watch it for 10, 30. You're gonna run into something, and each one of these jumps is a different level, bro. Crazy. I was sitting there, I was like, yo, this is bonkers. 7 seconds, 100,000 views. I'm in here putting out 30 and 40 minutes and 5 and 2-3 minute skits and shit doing nothing.
But I say something. Matter of fact, I gotta look and then I get.
Man, they leaned on me. It was fun. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that comment. But where I'm from, man, from the bottom of my heart, with all due respect, fuck you. Back to you,
See me in the streets. That's all I say.
Yeah, you
see me in the street.
Computer gangster.
I ain't finna do none of that. I don't like. Somebody wanted to go back and forth with me on the internet one time. I ended it all. Where you at?
Location. Location
Where
is
are
important.
you at?
And I like to pull up. I like still throwing paint on people, even if they don't got on a fur coat. I just like that cheap ass paint and just douse their ass. Throw paint on. And I was telling B the other day. I hate people just being in public taking a whole bunch of selfies, man. And
Why?
when they cheat and do that fat angle to make them look slick.
Yeah.
I hate that. I want to throw paint on them too.
You
Don't hold it against me, man. It's just
I
my
ain't never
mind.
hold- hey,
I was
man.
sitting in the car, I was like, if I had some paint buckets in the back of this bitch, she'll see me coming with that bitch. You know how that paint like, I'm about to douse you.
That sounds like fush. Oh my God! Son of a. I don't.
I just got a 6.
I look at the internet.
And so do you.
I look. Yeah, I do.
You don't see things like this.
I look at the internet and people that are talking crazy to other people on the internet as that's their way to release whatever stress they got going on in their life. And the majority of women that are going back and forth ain't got no man.
Or they losers in real life?
They lose. They
got time on their hands.
They house stink.
Yeah.
The corners in their house got stains. You ever been on somebody else that had stains in the corner of their house?
Man, you
How did them stains get, what type of time accumulated for you to get stains in the corner of your house?
Corner.
And you worried about what I'm talking about. You better go get some cleaning products and get yourself together.
That's crazy. Hey man, speaking of haters though, you know, you making the transition in comedy, coming from a gangster, your old lifestyle and all of that. Remember you was politicking the other day.
Yeah.
And you was talking about a nigga shot you before.
Yeah, I got shot 5 times.
5, nigga, you tell once. God damn.
I told you
You
about
original 50 Cent.
I told you about one when one bullet hit me in the back of my head, but I got shot 5 times that day. Some people be saying, "Oh, wait, no, I got shot one
Same
time."
nigga?
Same dudes. It was
5
3
times.
dudes.
Oh.
3 dudes. They was chasing me down because I had whooped one dude. Couple
Old
weeks.
school.
Whooped one dude. I really, before I was finna be a comedian, I always wanted to be a boxer, and so I was going to.
Smoke told me about it.
I was
Said
going
you
to
put them
boxing
hands
school.
on you.
I was going to boxing school, and a argument kicked off where a dude was arguing with my boy, and I'm like, "What are you arguing with him for, man? Come on, let's go. Drop me off to my car." He said, "Man, that's so and so husband." My man said I was hitting his wife, and dude get mad, and I said, "Now the lady, body bad, off the chain,
Megan Thee Stallion.
man."
Gotcha.
Face like Sidney Poitier, Raising in the Sun. They call me
Hold on,
Mr.
let me
Tips.
think. I'm gonna have to
They
find.
call me Mr. Tips.
I'm gonna have to find a picture of Sidney
Face.
Poitier. Is that like that D? He got a face like that D Wade statue. Is that what you're saying?
Boy, hey, I don't know who did that. Man, that D-Wade statue crazy. But
Hey, they showed a picture of the Tin Man from the Wiz. I was like, what the
yeah, they
hell?
was putting that on everything. But
Man,
the thing
they
of it
going
was,
down.
I got shot. I ran and everything. I survived it. It's a whole long story. However the case may be, it made me understand that people who get shot, everybody else is scared of you because you survived.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, I'm scared of this nigga with this gun. I bet you come back around that corner, I'm running again.
Oh yeah.
But it made me think about, maybe every situation in your life that's traumatizing make you think about life in a different light. But I know being real is a problem, man. Being real, right, like even right now in this climate, this what they call this era, being real is a problem. Being any comedian is gonna be looked at, and being real in the streets was the same way, but it was an even playing field. And it's a lot of stuff that went on in the streets that I did, that I was around, that I saw, that I never talk about. Because for one, these platforms, these niggas not getting on these platforms and running their mouth way too much.
Oh yeah. Setting themselves up for failure.
You know what I'm saying? I was part of an era where people got locked up in droves. It was a gangster disciple. I'm talking about really, really out there doing. I know a lot, but I ain't finna talk about it because some things ain't never to be talked about. I can talk about what I do. I can talk about what I done and what I did. That's past the statute of limitations because some stuff I'm gonna die about.
One thing I seen though, with a transition like that, you know what I'm saying, to have the stigma over you, you know what I'm saying, being a gangster and all of that. When you transition over, you made the paper for your story and changing the life of a lot of people in the neighborhood and the youth.
Oh yeah.
You made the front cover of the paper. I remember
Of the New York Times. It was crazy because I had a I could talk about this. It was a financial situation, child support. I had lost my license, and I was fed up with it. And I'm like, man, I'm finna go back on these streets. I'm finna get this money, pay these people, do what I gotta do. I ran. Now I used to have some Puerto Ricans I used to mess with, get stuff from them. If they hadn't caught their Fed case, I'd be straight. So I couldn't go to them.
Supposed to do comedy.
Right. So I went back to one of my brothers. One of my brothers, his brother named Arthur. Went back and hollered at him, and I said, man, I need to woo this, that, and other. He said, man, I ain't in there no more. I ain't doing that no more. I'm like, man, I know you know who he is. He said, you my man. I'm gonna tell you two things. One, it ain't like it used to be. You are gonna always be who you are. These times right now are extremely dangerous. Cause I know how you gonna handle things if things go wrong. He said, but I got something for you. He said, he said, how long you gonna be up here? I said, I came back to Chicago to take care of this. So he said, I got something for you, just hold on. Just give me a couple of days. Wait, he called me. He told me to come down there. I'm like, nigga, it's the hospital. What do I come out? It's university. I went down there to the university and he got me the job at ceasefire as a violence preventer. Now the thing for that was we going out and we talking to the youth, giving them resources another way. Do you know how difficult it is to talk to these niggas?
The youth.
The youth. And the
tomorrow.
reason why it's difficult because this is what they know, but they always tell us, y'all OGs, y'all need to come talk to them. We talk to them, I talk to them. I talk to a lot. Offer them a lot of resources and a lot of things to do. But I still was on my comedy thing. So what happened was, I would say like this, if you got 10 dudes and you go on to them like, hey man, I know you don't really want to be on this corner. First off, when you approach them, man, who is you? So you gotta approach them. You gotta approach them with somebody that they know. If they ain't from your hood or your set and they don't know your legends or your stuff, you have a little pass, so you gotta get to know them. Then even when you bring with somebody, I'm throwing this dude off from a dude that I know. Hey man, he good. I say he good. And the dude who's saying he good is either still in the streets or they looking at him as a legend. I need you to holler at him, man. And it's like, he telling him, I know you got a level here and you can do better. I'm finna introduce you to this dude. So we would go and talk to him and try to get him. 10 dudes. I'm just putting that number out there. 2 only wanted to change. And those 2 that wanted to change would say this. If I change and I went and got me a job and I stopped being in them gangs, I could be on the corner because I ain't got no car. I got a Jiffy Lube outfit on. I'm finna go to work. The ops see me. They gun me down. You know what that is? I'm dead in the damn Jiffy Lube outfit because I stopped and they didn't stop. So now what you want me to do? And I said, well, if you got that problem, move. That motherfucker looked at me and said, one dude actually looked at me and said, that's more scarier than facing them ops down the barrel of them ops. Moving somewhere I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I don't know the people over there.
Dang.
Cause see, when I was younger, my great grandparents every summer sent me somewhere. Up till I was like 18. I done lived in Pueblo, Colorado. I done lived down south. I lived a bunch of places for the summer. Cause in the summer in Chicago, when it's everywhere, you had 3 months out of school. First 2 months I was out. I really was stayed out in the city to the last 2 weeks before we went to school. One day I asked my great grandfather, I said, well, y'all keep sending me somewhere, man? What y'all don't want me to be around? My great grandfather said, I don't want you to be no One Avenue nigga. And I was like, One Avenue nigga? What's that? He said, you know when you come home and you got all the stories to tell about your summer, the dudes that's on the block, they still telling the same story. They ain't been nowhere. Then when I started getting a car, I started realizing, niggas have $6 in the gas tank and riding around the block. You dealing with the same chicks. Me, I was on the east side, I was on the west side, I was out in the hundreds, I was up north. And that's where I had when it was a crazy part, I had a different set and aspect of girls. Because I got them from somewhere else. But then when I got older, I started going out to different cities. That's how I got locked up in Minnesota. because I wasn't scared to go down there and travel.
I didn't know nothing about Minnesota. Like, I was like, what's that?
It was nickel bags went for $20 down there. That's what it was down there.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota was cracking.
Prince from there.
And Kirby Puckett.
Kirby Puckett. He played golf, right?
No, nigga, he played baseball.
Same thing. I ain't never
But
been in sports.
the whole thing of it is I was able to talk, and I'm always able to talk to. I had to realize this. I'm able to talk who wants to listen, who wants to change. Anybody that don't want to listen irritates me. I don't have that, and that's what my man and them kept trying to push me to do, and I eventually did it. And that's when some of the motivational speaking came. And I said, the best people to talk to are talk to kids when they're younger. In the 8th grade, you done passed all these other classes, but you finna go to something that's gonna change. You ain't the popularity that you had in this one school. You're not gonna have it there, but you have to get it there. Don't be a follower. And when you do that to somebody that's in the streets, it's a whole different ball game. But it's the same thing. Hey man, you don't want to do this. You really don't want to do this. You doing it because you feel like you have to do it. But after you get started, you in it. Tell her the article in the New York Times.
Yeah.
From my knowledge, it was on the front page. I'm thinking.
When you sent it to me, that's what I saw.
They came to the office when we were doing all of the violence prevention and everything. And my boy, he was actually the supervisor, Andre Thomas, was like, well, y'all know we got a comedian in the house. He's a comedian. And the lady was like, you're a vice president and you do comedy? I was like, yeah, I do comedy, but I used to be in the street. So we got to talking and they interviewed me and they was like, oh, we're gonna do a thing. And I was like, oh, okay. I ain't paying no attention. So like about a month later, Rob Stapleton in New York. He hit me. And he said, hey, man, what you doing in the paper down here? I said, what are you talking about? Yeah. He sent it to me, but the people that already sent it to me, they sent it in my email. He was like, man, I read this article, man. You doing your thing, man. So I was like, dang, that's crazy. Now, on the other hand, it was I don't want to say company, but it was a program in Chicago, and they were putting everybody that had achievements from my neighborhood, which is Inglewood, on billboards in the neighborhood. And I had got in tune with them because of one of my buddies, and they was like, oh yeah, man, we're going to put you on the billboard and blah, 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 this, that, other. I'm like, God, because I represent Inglewood all the time. And my thing was I represent a neighborhood that is at there's a high crime area. And if I'm doing comedy and I've done all these other things, that gives other people inspiration to know that you can go another way. You don't just have to follow the norms of what we do. Because a lot of people be acting like their neighborhood is who they're going to be, but you got to get out of that. So when they was putting all the billboards up, old Baldhead wasn't on the billboard. And I felt some type of way about it because y'all came to me about it. I ain't come to y'all about it.
Y'all owe him a billboard.
And in my neighborhood, I have a lot of influence. Yeah, I got a lot of influence in my neighborhood. Yeah. And one of the main reasons why I agreed to do the Cure Violence, the ceasefire, and be a part of the Ready program was because I knew I had influence. When I really thought, I didn't want to do it at first. You know what I wanted to do, but okay, cool. And then eventually I got my license back from it and everything. But when I looked at it, I was like, it's a age-old thing. You will get representation and love from somewhere else before you get it from where you're from. And that kind of
Jay-Z said it best.
Pissed me off.
Ain't no love in the heart of the city.
No.
It's crazy. No love. I had to leave Virginia to come down here to Atlanta and get more hate. You should follow me or something.
But see, that's that realness. When you real, man. When a real dude walk in the room, the fake dudes ball up. Yeah. And when you walk out the room, you the conversation. Man, I like that nigga.
Yeah. And I never do too much for niggas not to like me.
And if I tell anybody, if you don't like me, you hear somebody tell me they don't like me, ask them why. What did he do to you? They're not gonna be able to say I did anything. And then if they do say I did something, please ask them what did they do to make me do that, because I'm a reaction person. I'm gonna mess with my friends and talk shit, but I ain't finna.
Yeah, when we was over at Monticello's, I remember that we laughed about that.
Yeah.
The one cat, I think he quit now, but he's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? So, Baldhead, with you having this outstanding comedy career in Atlanta, where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years doing this stand-up thing? You're multi-talented, so don't just focus on stand-up alone.
Making my podcast go through the roof.
What's the name of your podcast?
Baldhead's Podcast on YouTube, my YouTube channel.
That should be.
And you can check me on Spotify and iTunes, all of that.
Where?
Taking my art by Baldhead to another height. I got to get my stuff in some more galleries. There's a lot of people that know I know how to draw. I went to Tennessee State for commercial arts, drawing and painting, and I just started back doing it. So it's kind of new to people that I do it.
Painting is a release too. That'll keep you from depression too.
Yeah.
You're occupied.
Yeah. And
I deal with anxiety too.
No, unless I don't know how I feel.
It's weird. It's weird. My daughter said she had it. I was like, but you're only 12. She was like, you just don't know my mom. I was like, I know your mom.
Yeah, I know your mom.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't think I got anxiety. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that ain't never happened to me before, but I'm from a time that you just gotta deal with it and keep moving, keep pushing.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing with me is the depression.
We do cope.
And my depression is not the depression level of suicide. Yeah. It's the depression of I want to do something to somebody.
Have you ever seek counseling? A lot of people tell me I need counseling. If I'm dealing with it and coping with it. And
my counseling is the stage, the canvases, and one way that I get my depression off is I play Grand Theft Auto and kill everybody I can kill. And if I get killed, I press a button and I'm living again. Me and my wife had a conversation one day. Pissed me off. I found somebody on that game that looked like her. Wow. Ran her over, jumped out, put a bomb on the car, blew the car up, and walked back in the room where she was like, keep on playing with me.
What the hell? They play that game on TikTok. I be watching for hours.
Yeah. You can put it on. You can connect it on. I ain't never
Tweak or something like that.
Yeah. You can connect Twitch.
Yeah,
you can
making
connect
money
it.
off of that.
Yeah, you can connect it to that. I got the stuff to do it.
If you're a gamer, make money while you sitting there playing the game 2 hours. And repost it. Cause these kids are getting rich off of that. And like I don't know if you know, they got a Forbes list now for content creators. Forbes list. Number one, I can name a few that's paid on that.
The dude that don't say nothing.
He is one of them, and the dude, Matt Rife on there.
Oh, Matt on there now?
Matt Rife. I'm gonna show you once we get out.
My man.
Matt Rife and Drewski.
Yeah,
a lot of people coming up. This is like
Drewski's retarded.
Making a lot of money off of YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. There's money out there to be made.
Well, I got to clean my podcast room up so I could do some stuff. Yeah. I got podcast rooms.
And the thing is, you know what makes you a successful podcast? You start it. Most people don't never get started. They say they're gonna do this. They say they're gonna do that. You feel me? Some people buy the equipment and never set it up. You feel me? I done been through 3 different podcast sets. Even when I found the gold mics, I was like, this it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I even got the boards.
Well, you know, we always call each other and put each other up on different things when it goes to the podcast, but it's just...
So we know. We had to find an outlet outside of what we do with stand-up. You know what I'm saying? This open more doors and put you in front of more people's faces and people to understand a whole nother side of you. Because they really got it twisted with just thinking we've always been comedians all our life and because we funny. Half the time we funny because we dealing with the depression, not to think about it. I'm talking about you tear a whole room and they don't know we're probably the most depressed person in the room.
In the room, yeah.
They don't even know that.
But I'm talking to you, making you laugh at me. But like Smokey Robinson said a long time ago, tears of a clown.
Yeah, and that's the craziest. I don't like his new music. I tried to delete it off of YouTube, and they told me I didn't own it.
Smoking that dope, doing that coke,
gang banging.
Who the hell made Smokey?
Yeah, you wasn't even out there in that era when
Man.
niggas was gang banging. You was in Motown. Smoking.
Yeah,
I want you to take that song and I want
He
you
was
to.
in Motown, doing that coke.
I want you to throw that song in the trash, Smokey.
Man, who? Man,
He probably got 1 million views. People love bullshit on the internet, bro.
Yeah, they love stupid shit.
You remember that nigga? Chocolate Rain?
Man.
I watched that video 100 times.
No, you know who come back out now?
Who?
50 Tyson.
He grew up?
He got a song called Onichiwa.
Oh, boy.
Onichiwa. Nigga.
That nigga been over there. I seen that cartoon. I didn't know where the fuck it came from. It's 50 Tyson. That nigga like 50 and Tyson. What a combination.
But you gotta realize something. That people don't want to face right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's levels and it's lanes. If you was in school and your room was in the basement by the boiler room and it didn't have no window on the door, they didn't let them people out amongst us. People that had Down syndrome don't even have to look on their face no more.
That's crazy.
They out here looking regular face.
They blending in.
And they done blended in and they done had babies.
They got a new name for it too. It's called On the Spectrum.
Yeah, they making it.
Not me. You still slow.
When I heard On the Spectrum, you know what I thought that was? Cable.
Man.
Remember Spectrum?
Yeah.
I thought it was cable. I said, what you talking about? He on Spectrum? He got cable? No, he's on the Spectrum. He's just, and they didn't know how to bring it back because they didn't want to. Nobody want to say retarded. Nobody want to say it's slow. But mentally challenged, it's a whole lot of. I guess you say spectrum. This is what they say. It's a whole lot.
I'm trying to learn how to cope and deal with these people. Because where I'm from, my grandma, if you fucked up like that, you in the basement.
Put him up.
Don't no kids go down there, nobody.
We got company coming, put him up. And every now and then somebody be like, what was that noise?
Yeah.
That's Johnny down there in the basement. Yeah. Johnny is 38.
And they'll tell you ain't nothing wrong with him, but he got his pants up over his navel with his junk pulled to the left.
Or he come upstairs with a tank top and no pants and no drawers. With a plate of macaroni. I want smoke.
Grandma hit him in the face with the broom.
Bah! Get on down there in that basement. Right. Oh! That's wrong, man. We wrong, man. But y'all know I ain't lying.
Oh, shit.
Go to Walmart. Go to Walmart. See who in there at the door.
The greeter.
The greeter.
Man, I'm not going down this road. Look here, man.
Man, I'm
now
going to hell.
Now that we off the spectrum.
I'm going to hell for something I did when I was 16. That ain't nothing.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You talk about those classrooms. I was in one of those. That's why I was like, for the boiler room.
Oh, you know what? I was in one for a week because, let me tell you the worst thing I did. My mother took me to the school. We had moved. It was called, the school called O'Keefe. And you used to have to go on O'Keefe to take an aptitude test. I hated them tests they had the time thing.
I spelled abracadabra, nigga.
Man,
that's all
I'm through. So when I get to school, my mama done got me the school clothes, I'm fresh. I go in the classroom. I ain't really paying attention, but it was something weird about the classroom. Because there wasn't a lot of kids in there. Mm-hmm. And it was niggas in there doing this all day. So yeah. I found out by being insulted by a girl that I liked. I said, hey, we on the playground. I said, hey, baby girl, what's up? You know, they used to have neighborhood movie theaters in the neighborhoods where we grew up in. I said, hey, you want to go to the Rose Theater to go see that new movie out? Boy, I ain't going nowhere with you. You been in the MH room. I ain't in no damn MH room. What you talking about? She said, boy, you ever notice that you come out before everybody and go in before everybody? You in the MH room. So when I go, mental health, so I go in the room, this is the first time I realized, I'm looking at everybody, I said, yeah. I ain't supposed to be in here. I got up and said, hey, I'm not supposed to be in here. And the teacher's like, no. I said, listen, let me explain something to you. I ain't even know that's how most niggas sound when they're in jail and they really realize they're in jail. Mm-hmm. I said, look, I'm not supposed to be in here. I think I took that test and I did it wrong. So I go home and tell my mama. Because the lady just kept telling me to sit down. I tell my mom, you got to go to that school, mom. They got me in the slow room. My mama went up there and said, why y'all put my son in the slow room? My mama flipped out.
Mm-hmm.
The lady came behind that desk with them test scores. Ma'am, this is what your son tested at. I said, she looked at me, I said, I just zipped through the test. So what my mother did was, took me out of that school, took me back to my old school, and when I got home, she beat my ass. Cause she missed a day of work for me being stupid, doing some stupid shit.
You gotta beat the slowness out you.
And I don't really never talk about it because one of my other comedian buddies say he was in that type of class.
You know what they call mine? They didn't call it the MH, they call it Pendleton.
What?
Pendleton.
Pendleton?
Pendleton, one class.
Well, y'all had a nice name.
No. Pendleton, nigga, his neck is short for penitentiary.
Oh.
I ain't know, bro. I'm talking about everybody in the class was like me. I thought we all had special powers.
Boy.
One nigga drew Spider-Man. The other little dude, he was mad at everything. He used to always do this all day and shit. Light-skinned dude named David. And one day he snapped, Daryl. Somebody snapped on the teacher. And I remember that nigga just running, jumped on the desk, jumped out this little window of freedom.
He jumped out the window?
Little dude. Boom, boom, boom. Jumped out that jump. Yeah, ran down the hall. They caught him.
Did you hear some sirens going on? But look, the sirens was another student in the back.
But what was great was,
they
brought nigga back and he was at the door and he wouldn't come in the door. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this class, man?
Let me go.
Yeah, I remember that little dude at the door. He's strong as hell. He wouldn't come back.
Hey, boy, one thing about them rooms, though, them people be strong.
Yeah. That's why I like when I see the X-Men and shit, I was like, the nigga in the wheelchair. This nigga that's hairy as shit. The nigga blue, the girl, she evil with jaundiced eyes and shit.
Hey, man, all that time we've been watching the X-Men, this has been a slow class, man.
The slow school.
Oh, man.
Everybody got special powers, and they got to find out how to use it.
Special is the part of it.
Yeah, that's
but
like...
them the people that your grandmother told you, this killed me. Them God's people. What did God bring them around here for, man? Them people, what?
Yeah, that's what happened when an uncle and a sister mate. That's what the hell that is. And them the devil's children. Yeah, something went wrong.
Kid got porcupine. We gotta stop talking about this.
Yeah, I'm sorry we went off this road.
We comedians, y'all. Don't be mad.
We found out our superpowers was laughter. Through all this shit, our superpower was laughter. Ain't that some shit? Like, as grown men now.
If you laughed at what we said, please understand, it's funny.
Yeah.
If you did not laugh, don't take it personal.
Yeah, don't take it personal. Hey, man, we're just two great guys, talking some great jive.
And people used to tell me, when you talk about people like that, your kids gonna be like that.
Nah,
my kids is grown. Woo! Woo! I missed it. And they ain't ugly.
Yeah.
Well, one of them is, but hey, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Boy, you hell on wheels, man. So we can go ahead and wrap it up, though, 'cause I appreciate your time today, man.
Sure,
Great
man.
catching up with you and seeing you on a whole nother level. Podcast after podcast. Now we here together.
Yeah.
Podcasting it up. 3 to 5 years, where you see yourself with this comedy? You never answer that.
Oh, my podcast is skyrocket. Taking my Art by Baldhead brand, making it a brand, putting it in galleries, and also I'm about to shoot 3 different tapings, shopping to be specials. Over the comedy over depression. I'm doing 2 back to back in November on the 17th. Chicago at Riddles. Comedy over depression 2.0. One set is going to be about my comedy career. The other set is going to be about my life and my evolution of who I am now. The other one is going to be shot at this place called the Den Theater, and that's just going to be. I ain't got the title for it yet, but
that's going to be big anyway. Comedy over depression anyway. Because when I saw your shirt, like depression stuck out to a sore thumb to me, like because I dealt with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people don't understand what dealing with depression is like. Watching the sun go up, watching the sun go down. You trying to figure out what you're gonna do. It's now Friday. It's now Sunday. I ain't trying to go through next week with that shit.
One of the main things that I'm gonna do overall is be a better person, be a better comedian, internet-wise, social media-wise, push it to the full potential of what I can do.
So what do you do so how did you change this thing where they say you're a bully in real life? What did you do to change your life to know that you was above that level?
I was never a bully. What it is.
I know you don't see it because you are the bully. But
No,
I'm saying, how did you defy it and find yourself to change that?
I will tell you
and
something.
give you a better aura.
I had friends that I knew was getting picked on. I ain't let them get picked on. So I used to beat up the bully. But what it is it's people that talk crazy. They're so used to talking crazy and nobody doing nothing to them. But when they got to me, you ain't finna be talking to them. And I didn't know that they was getting away with it. So when I made an example of them, he's a bully. Because it'd be people that's less than me. You ain't no street dude, you ain't no fighter, you just a chump. And I called them out. And then I had to realize, I had to separate certain situations. I'm not in the streets no more, so I can't handle everything in the streets because I'm dealing with civilians.
Yeah.
And when you a street dude and you get into it with a civilian, they so used to getting into it with people, nobody doing nothing, they figuring it's cool. And the majority of the time, if I got into it with anybody in the comedy or the entertainment industry, it was about money. We had a deal.
Yeah.
I don't care if you told me you were gonna give me $300, I get that. It's an audience there. All right, where the money at? Oh, well, just wait. Then we do the show. It's early on. And afterwards, you ain't got my money. Or you supposed to give me $300, you done gave me $50.
Oh.
No, I'm whooping you right here.
He deserves it.
I'm whooping, but the person that you whooping ain't physically competition.
No,
so they think
but
you ain't
he needs
supposed
to understand it.
Yeah,
So,
everybody got to be made example of.
Yeah, you pull your belt off or you put them things on.
I put them things on.
Yeah.
I put them things right on them, right then and there, in front of everybody. So the people that's there know it's about money. But when the story go out, they never say, what did he do? It's just this person, man, Baldhead just jumped on me. I had a dude run in the club one time with Marlon. And you know, Marlon my best friend. Marlon know me. He know I'm not going. Dude came in the club running and said, Baldhead attacked me. Call the police. Yeah, attack me. Marlon said, animals attack. Well, there's an animal out there. Call the police. Because I whooped him out his shoes, and then I had his shoes and threw him across the fence of the expressway. And that was just me being an asshole. Now, what I am, I'm an asshole. I'm not a bully.
Yeah, I'm an asshole too.
Yeah, I'm an asshole, and you could be confused.
Hey man.
You could be, if you a street dude or used to be a street dude. I got a whole thing now. I don't want no beef. I don't want no problem. You know. But what 50 Cent saying, I'm with that. If you want a problem, we have a problem.
I like the fact that you found your other superpower, you know?
What?
So you changed it, you channeled it from bullying. I'm an asshole now.
Yeah.
You know? So I think they understand that. You know, assholism is a thing.
That's what I'm gonna call it. DVD. The taping at the damn theater.
Asshole.
Certified. Asshole.
That's big.
Just gotta figure out how to spell asshole a different way. So
Assholism. Yeah, well, like, asshole.
I'm gonna learn how to do it. It's gonna be
Yeah.
cracking.
Hey, man, Baldhead, I want to thank you for kicking it with me today at 1-on-1 with comedian Fredo Davis. This has been a special impromptu podcast.
Yeah.
This brother deserved to be on the platform. I'm talking about out of all the people I done interviewed and all this. Well, you was in Chicago. I do have my list. I write it down, you know. I'll be back, and I'll be back. Goddamn, get that far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're here now. This what count. This when it was supposed to be, and it meant to happen. And so much maturity now, bro. I wish you much success in this comedy game.
Man,
Just like your grandfather told you, go somewhere every weekend if you can. Because this comedy game in Atlanta is a saturated market.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But I thank you, man, for having me on there. You know, a lot of them might not know because the camera's on you, my man. We talk,
Outside
we
of this.
kick it, we do all types of things. So, man, it's always love, and I'm always down with you, baby.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see you on the next episode or next season because I think this is going to wrap the season. We went out with a bang, you know. So see you guys next time on the YouTube channel, 1-on-1 with comedian Fredo Davis. Check out, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Acast, whatever podcast platform, Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you follow me. I'm comedian Fredo Davis. Follow. And you can tell them the name of your jump.
Baldhead's podcast on YouTube, on iTunes, and on Spotify. Baldhead apostrophe S podcast. And please spell it Baldhead. Don't be spelling it BLL. Tell me y'all can't find me. Damn.